Okay, and what's your name?
Robert.
Okay, Robert, so tell me about your experiences with Union Station.
Very, very good. I feel blessed. Every day that I'm here, my son and I are here. We've been here for 5 weeks now, and I've got a lot of good, sources that we're looking for housing. The case managers here are great. We're fed very, very well. We get good rest. It's a really, really big load off my shoulders. Being a parent, especially my son is autistic, so it's a very, very good place to be. The program is excellent. Case management is great. The whole structure, the whole program is very, very specific and designed to help people like myself to not be homeless anymore.
Right.
So.
Where are you from? What city?
Right here in Pasadena.
Okay, and mind me asking, what brought you? What brought you here? Without getting into too many details, what brought you to the Union Station?
Well, my son's mother and I were together, and unfortunately, that relationship didn't work out for various reasons. And I had an apartment that I kept the apartment that we were staying in for a while, and then she just decided not to pay her half anymore. And to make a long story short, we ended up losing the apartment. Thank goodness no eviction though, because we kind of worked out a deal with the landlord. But then after that, I went to stay with my mom, but she lives in a 55 plus community, so they have a limitation of how long visitors can stay. And then I went to stay with a friend of mine who's actually on a Section 8 voucher from the Union Station Foundation a few years back. But they have limitations as well, and they're very, very, very strict. So from that point, I went into my car, basically. When I had my son, because my son and me and my son's mother, we have 50-50 custody. So when I would have him, I always made sure that he had a roof. When that meant paying for a hotel, and he would stay with my mom, for one day while I was at work, and then I would stay at a friend's house, and that was very, very stressful, in itself. And then we were blessed here, we came through passageways, and the same week, it was a major blessing. The same week I went to passageways, we got here at the Family Center. So.
Who told you about Union Stations and passageways?
Union Station is very, very well known, especially in the city of Pasadena. It's very, very, I guess you could say it's pretty prestigious. They do huge events for the homeless, at Memorial Park. So I've known about Union Station for a long time, and it was my first choice, pretty much, when I ended up in this situation. It's like, you know what, let's go to Union Station, because they have a very, very good reputation for helping people in my situation.
So you work with your caseworker, obviously.
Yes.
Okay, and what kind of game plan do you guys have for your stay here, and also for as you transition out of the program here?
Yeah, we actually have a really good plan in play right now. My case manager has linked me up with a program called Family Solutions, and they specifically help. They help everyone. They like for you to have a job, which I do. I do have a job, and we work with different case managers on that side, and my case manager here. They both work together, so it's like a collaboration. And the whole idea is to get funding, as much funding as possible, to help move in and have a plan in play, so that after they stop assisting in like 3 to 5 months, then they'll know for sure that I'll be good to go. So it's a real good plan. And then plus two, my case manager Rochelle here, she's wonderful. I fill out every application she gives me, and I take the time to do it. It's a lot, but in the end, I look at my little one, and I look at the big picture and the big result, which would be permanent housing.
It's a trying time for everyone in the economy. And how do you keep your spirits up? What do you focus on?
I focus on just being positive. There's always smiles around here, which is very, very good, because can you imagine if you were in a place where you're homeless, you're living in a shelter, and everyone around you is not in the greatest of moods. It's not that way here. So that helps itself. Plus, like I say, I have my little ones with me, 4 days out of the week, and I look at him, and when I look at him, everything else seems, not so big.
Yeah.
So it's all worth it for him.
For someone who, they're going through some trying times, what advice would you give them to help them with their living situation?
Well, definitely listen to your case managers. They're here for a reason. They know exactly what they're doing. Things aren't going to happen right away, and that's the main thing. I would advise everyone to just have patience. This program is tried, true, tested, and it's real. It works, and all you have to do is just have the patience, do what our case managers tell us to do, because they know the right way, and then just go out there and look for stuff ourselves, because we can't expect everything to be handed to us. They can guide us to a certain degree, then the rest is up to us too. So just patience, prayer, and just confidence in the program that it will work.
Okay. Any last words before we stop?
Just always think positive. Be as happy as you can be, and that goes for everybody in this world right now. And whatever, no matter how bad you have it, somebody might have it worse. So just kind of think of where you're at now and where you've been, where you can be, and use everything that has happened to you in your life, not as a crutch, but as an enabler to help motivate you.
Okay. Thank you, Robert.
Okay. Thank you.